Sam asks, I just bought my first home. What are the top tools you'd recommend for a new homeowner to buy? Homeowner tools. I'm making a list because this is an interesting one. New homeowner tools. The first thing that comes to my mind is a Japanese saw. Simply a Japanese saw. Hold on, I'll just grab mine. This is a Japanese woodworking saw. It is of a certain kind. One side of teeth is for cutting with the grain. The other side is for cutting against the grain. There are many different kinds of Japanese saws. If you are a new homeowner, you could go and buy a reasonably cheap one. Even the low-cost versions of these are terrific tools. Their key difference to American saws is that they cut on the pull, not on the push. And after 35 years of using these, I am finally slowing my consciousness down enough to be able to feel these cuts and let them happen at their pace. This saw engenders a real meditation with the wood, and it's a great thing to have. It's great for pruning some of the gardening around your house, although if you're gonna do a bunch of gardening, I would recommend a machete. I used to trim the bamboo. I have bamboo in a small side run in my house, and it was put in by the previous owners. It's beautiful. It runs the whole length of the house, and it adds all this green out the windows, and it sounds great. But it's bamboo, so it grows like nobody's business, and every few months I cull some. Well, now we've got a gardener, but I did for years. I culled the bamboo, and I used this is a terrible tool for cutting bamboo. Because it's just, it is not an easy thing to do. Wet bamboo, live bamboo with one of these is in my execution of it, was a poor idea. And a machete, whack, right through, just magnificent. Japanese saw, machete, you're going to need a cord, I would recommend a cordless tool system, but again, for home ownership, you don't need a really nice, you don't have to go get a really expensive system. The homeowner tools are the ones you're going to be using very occasionally under low cycles. And so this is a case where, Lowe's and Harbor Freight and other places like that, you can go with some of the lower cost solutions for homeowner stuff. You're going to need a hammer, and I'd recommend 2 hammers at least. I'd recommend one, a claw hammer, and another like a mini sledge, something for giving stuff a good thwack. Set of screwdrivers, picture hanging hardware. You're going to want picture hanging hardware. And we have a pretty elaborate and detailed picture hanging setup at our house. There are still pictures that haven't been hung up, even though we've been there 14 years. However, picture hanging is like, I'm a big believer in putting stuff up on your walls. I'd love other suggestions for great homeowner tools. I'm trying to think. A pry bar. You're going to want to pry stuff here and there. You're going to run into stuck doors, so you want a drill index. It's a pretty basic complement of tools. It amazes me that no company out there sells a toolkit like the homeowner or the dorm room or the first apartment. There, I'm giving that idea out into the world. I pitched that to Sears like 15 years ago, and they weren't interested. There's only one industry that is making what I think are excellent, low threshold to entry toolkits, and it's the bicycle zone. Bicycle companies make great toolkits of many different degrees of quality, but in general, the tools are well designed, well executed out of good materials, and reasonably easy to use. I wish there was more of that. I wish commercial screwdriver sets didn't come with 20 screwdrivers. No one in the world ever needs that many screwdrivers. I know, there are exceptions, but what else for new homeowners? You might have security cameras. You might put up Nest cams. So yeah, wall anchors. You want some different wall anchors and wall hanging solutions. Drywall. Oh, spackle knife. A spackle knife. Yeah, yeah. This is a fun exercise. I'm gonna write spackle knife here. Congratulations on buying a new home. In America right now, non-trivial. Thor Johan Makes has a question, which I'm curious about. Do you have a favorite genre or field of making, like model making, woodworking, metalwork, props, shop infrastructure? I get great solace out of shop infrastructure. Shop infrastructure is one of the highest effort to reward build types that I do, because there's always something a little bit better than where I started. Like that's why I love shop infrastructure. I find the most amount of mental peace working on the mill and the lathe. The precision of not just the execution, but also of the order of operations required, I find very gently meditative. And when I'm in that zone and I'm indicating properly and I know the operation that I'm about to do, it feels really, really great. I think my two favorite processes in here are the machine tools and painting and specifically weathering. And I'm about to do a video. It's probably going to be in July, but I'm going to do a video soon on Tested about weathering again, and I'm going to do a higher level weathering video because I've been seeing a lot of the stuff people are bringing to the tables of the stuff that they're executing that are beautiful costumes, beautiful cosplays, pieces. Just saw a whole bunch of them in Dallas. And I feel like we've given a lot of instruction in weathering, and I want to do that instruction again, and I want to do it from a zoomed out perspective. You'll see what I'm going to talk about, but it really is about being able to see the object and understand its topography. And I think that there's a need for this kind of video. I rarely write out my video pieces specifically like in an outline form, but this one is one where, yeah, I've been writing it for about a week now, and I'm looking forward to executing it. It'll be a fun one.
Thank you for watching that video. Are you as sick of the tosses to membership as I am? Good, because here's a brand new one that I recorded today, and it's nice and short. There are 3 tiers to Tested membership, and they all offer awesome stuff. Find out about it by clicking the join link below. We'll see you there.